find how many different 5-digit numbers can be formed using these digits if each digit is used only once in any number. So if I make space for the 5 digits and then each digit is used once, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits are there. So the first place can take any one of the 6 digits in 6 ways, and then that would that would give me the next place can be filled in 5 ways, and then 4, 3, and 2 ways. So the answer would be 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2, and that equals 30 times 12 times 2, 24. So that is 720. So the answer is 720 for the first part. For the next part, how many of the numbers found in part 1 are not divisible by 5? So if we can find ones that are divisible by 5, and then I can subtract from 720, so I should get the numbers that are not divisible by 5. So to make the number divisible by 5, it has to end in a 5 or a 0. We don't have a 0 here, so we only have 5, so then it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces. Once again, the last place has to be 5, so 5 is off this list of digits. So we have 3, 4, 5 digits remaining. So the first place can be taken in 5 ways, 4, 3, and 2 ways. So these are the number of ways. So the numbers that are divisible by 5, how many numbers? So that would be 5 times 4 times 3 times 2. So that is 20 times 6, that is 120. So not divisible by 5, as the question is asking, that would be 720 minus 120, that is 600. So the answer to number 2, part 2, is 600. And then the final bit, part 3, how many of these numbers are even and greater than 30,000? So it would be easier, I thought, if we had cases. So I can say case 1 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 places once again. So if it's greater than 30,000, you can have, as the first place, you can have a 3, you can have a 5, 7, and 8. So let us start with 3, first digit, and it has to end in a 2 or an 8. So it ends in a 2. And the next one would be ending in an 8. So then the first and the last places are taken. So then remaining digits would be 1. It can be, if it's 3 is taken and say 2 is taken, so it can be 5, 7, or 8. So any one of the 4. So then it can be 4, 3, 2. So that's 4 ways, 3 ways, and 2 ways. Similarly, if 2 is if 8 is the final or the last place digit, then again you'd have 1, 2, 5, and 7. So those are the 4 digits you would have to choose from. So once again, 4, 3, and 2 ways. So the answer, when it starts in 3, the even numbers possible given the digits, would be, so that's 4 times 3 times 2, and then multiplied by 2. So that is 6 times 2, 12. Sorry, 6. 12 times 2. 24 times 2 is 48. So the answer is 48. And then if we do the next case where 5 and it starts with a, we have done 3, it starts with a 5. So if it were to start with a 5, and once again it could end in a 2 or 8, so we'd have the same number of possibilities. So once again it would be 48, the total number of numbers possible, number of using this, starting with 5 and ending with a 2 or 8, so that's 48. And then if I had a case 3, again I will put in 5 places and then 3, 5 and then 7. It was 7 and once again ending in a 2 or an 8, there would be 48 possibilities. Now case 4, when it is 8, it starts with an 8, it cannot end in an 8. The only way it can be even, the numbers that start with 8 would be if it ends in a 2. 8 cannot be repeated, so we will have only 24 ways to do this. So then the answer would be to add up all of these. So 48 times 3 plus 24, and that equals 144 plus 24, and that is 8, 6 and then 168. So the answer would be 168 for the part 3.